Alrighty. So I spent the past 3 days basically testing a bunch of different builds to see if it was possible to not play Pathfinder, because I don't want to farm Pathfinder gear. And I've come to the conclusion that no, it is not. There is nothing that is good enough. 90 res is not good enough. Loreweave ED champion is not good enough. It has to be Transcendence Pathfinder full phys conversion. It's the only way. Yeah, the way Zeri Extra Ball Phase is going to look on a Pathfinder is you're going to sit still and you're going to attack. And you're going to tank every single ball and every single Flame Blast and every single Storm Call and not care. That's what we're going to be doing. But Damnation is going to be hard to get. I think I'm going to do like Splitting Steel / Spectral Throw based on the zone of Act 1 until level 12, and then we try to play TR from level 12, I think. This is what we're doing in the actual Gauntlet as well, like a couple vendor runs to get some initial stuff, just so we're not a total rat. I think it's worth buying a bunch of things for like 1 scrap when you do a bunch of vendors, just so you don't get road. Not really Wildwood. I'm not going to enter Wildwood until level 16. And then you just go in and check for the vendor to get Barkskin. Although I don't know when I'd even turn Barkskin on. Start and die on Bones and Jug Strap. I don't want to do it. That's what happened to it. I think it's probably a good idea. If ED doesn't drop, if you don't have Damnation, you're not clearing on most builds. I don't even know what could clear without it. Maybe I know like one build that could clear without ED, and it would require extraordinary gaming prowess to have any chance. All right, so we're gonna try this with puncture.
Quite sure of yourself, aren't you, Huntress?
I think the bid is you literally just puncture him and just run away. Slam. I think I missed. I don't think it's faster to hit him. I think Farsight and PT is like probably good. Yeah, PT is really good on TR in the early game. Like hit based is a significant portion of your damage until like 50 or so. I think ideally we have like a second Mana Forge set up, but we just don't because my bow isn't good. Like you want a bow with at least 2 green. I'd like to have Mana Forge TR Frenzy at this point, I think, and like a second 3-link. Your bow mods do kind of matter with TR at this point in the game. Like your hits contribute to your damage in a meaningful way until like pretty deep. Like until you have like normal lab and like some duration and some dot multi, your hits matter. We're gonna help Lyra. I think Ranger needs to help Lyra to be safe. Grace D-Term. Nope. We use Grace in the early game. D-Term eventually. Instead of Grace, we don't use both ever. Melee mages honestly don't do that much damage at this part in the campaign. They're only cracked in maps for whatever reason. Like, look at this. If you're res cap, like, it doesn't really matter that much. They would do like 60% more than that in Gauntlet, but like it's not really a... Like if you're properly res capped in Act 2, like you don't take much damage. Insane damage. Oh my god, look at it, look at it. Jug still fighting Merveil. Slayer's died 3 times already before killing like fucking Oak yet. Level 27, I'm killing so many monsters. I'm pretty sure it's how I play Gauntlet too. I would attempt to overlevel it pretty much every single thing. Just kill every single monster in every single zone. For the most part. Am I stupid or weak? Before Permanent Flask, Shaken as is dead. I mean, it's running Determination Garf skin. It has like 10k evasion and 30k armor and 3 endurance charges and 240% increased life. I think I'll be fine. Like, if I make it out of campaign, I think I'll be fine. But yeah, like, A4 Shav's gonna hit pretty hard. I mean, Doedre and Shav are both quite dangerous. I'm gonna try to farm to level 38, maybe try to get 25% life from Wildwood. It only costs regrets to respec Wildwood, right? Like 1 regret per, it's not 5. Yeah, I think I might try that. Try to go for empty gloves by A4, Doedre, and Shav and all them. We're actually just already 38. Haven't even farmed his zone yet. I've just kind of killed every single thing that I run into for the most part, and we're just 38 naturally. If I kill everything, I think I'll hit 39 by the time I get to the bosses, but my next skill point's not very good. Actually, it would be 15% life on shot, like normally. But I have one more point than I usually do at this point, because I have life in my chest, so I'm not using the mastery, so 39 by the bosses is probably what we're aiming for. Wait, she's like dead already. What the hell? Why is she dead already? Why is she so weak? Hello, Piety? Be stronger? I get EDM Bone Boy. You have to find, if you can get the relics, I think you can do it for sure. But you have to get like a, basically, whenever you're going for ED on like any character, you can't have like a scuff first character. Like for my TR run, like I'm going, 2 full clusters, double 6-link, good bow. Like I'm gonna augment the neck for +1. Like I'm gonna make a good character. But Bone Zone Jug is substantially shittier. Like best case scenario, you have a third of the damage of TR while being melee. Getting enough tomes to get an ED relic should be pretty reasonable. But getting good enough relics and having good enough characters to actually like succeed the run is going to be much harder. But I think the only alternative to ED, like for my testing, 90 res, suppression cap, 6k life is not enough defense. Lore of ED champion, 6k life is not enough defense. It's like not quite there. If you were like a 90 res suppression jug with fortify, that like probably would be tanky enough without damnation. Maybe. I don't know though. Fourth Odds of Buck was not very good. I mean, it's very good versus pen abilities. That's about it. But Fourth Odds of Buck was often a defense loss versus doing nothing. For like non-pen abilities, like just getting max stress in like a flask is just better usually. I can't wait to see it. The Giga Tank ignore everything by being just stronger than them strat. Pathfinder kind of does the same thing, but Pathfinder also has like 6-7 mil DPS and it's ranged. I mean, I think if someone actually finishes a Pathfinder, I don't know if that's going to happen. It's possible the gearing is not possible. Like, no one that I know of practiced a full Pathfinder run. Like the furthest that I know of that anyone did was like, they farmed Porcupine for 4 cards and quit. Like, I think I can get all the gear. I don't know. This is my first run. If someone gets a full Pathfinder run, I fully expect 7 out of 7, and maybe they die to Feared. But I expect 7 out of 7. Yeah, it's wild. Like you look at like a 6k life Lord of ED champion, and like even with 30k armor, an Exarch dog slam one-shots the character. Like it just kills you. You're dead. Just why the goal is basically just farm a Pathfinder gear set and face tank literally everything that is in the G-Gen. Like if you haven't watched any of the bossing, basically the way that it works is like dying to hits requires exceptionally high skill. Like I don't think I could do it. You'd have to like shield charge through Exarch balls across grates. Like it's challenging to die to hits, but the Degens like obliterate you instantly. Typically, the way you want to do Act 5 is whatever defensive aura you're running, you grab the opposite flask. So we're running Grace, so we grab the Granite. Because you really don't want to die in the campaign. It doesn't matter if you're 30 minutes slow. Due to being a coward, the goal is just don't die. 2400 HP, bro. This is like Harvest Gauntlet all over again. I left this place 2.5 thousand HP and like 190% res Chaos Res Cap. Gonna be a nice little 4-hour Act 5 Kitava. Alright, so options now are basically come get onslaught and kill. Come get reflexes and duration nodes. Wasting. It's probably wasting, because I have like no chaos stop multi. And this guy's chaos res too. I think we go wasting. And then maybe just go ahead and path up to atrophy. So I have to path here to get the mana mastery. So yeah, I think we do that. We go wasting into atrophy. I'm on a target farm courtyard. I think I'm on a target farm courtyard and farm out like 2 porcupine sets and then finish out my T5s. Depends how long it takes to farm my porcupine set. But But it's nice to have two, like one in case you rip. You know, if you rip and you filled out your T5s already, like you can't farm another porcupine easily because you can't farm T5s. If you rip after filling out T5s before you get one favorite, like you are very fucked. And also by having two, you can like make a better second bow. Like you can like settle on like a 10 attack speed bow and then make a better second bow. A little before white maps. Well, white maps are kind of a step down from campaign. You kind of just need to make a plan to get through the campaign. Don't even think about white maps. As soon as you finish the campaign, you're much safer. So if that means like kind of pushing through campaign and spending less time there, maybe that's good. That means farming to a high level in some safe zone, that's good. I don't know what zones are safe. I think Foothills. Foothills has like only fizz damage, right? I'm trying to think about like the monsters in that zone. Merc Lab, room 1 for XP. If there was density, that could be an angle, but you have to kill Act 9 boss to get to Merc Lab, so. And the Act 9 bosses are kind of spooky. Like Shav Act 9 has one combo move that if she pulls it off properly, there's literally no counterplay. You will die unless you're a jug. These assholes right here. I don't think I have to worry about, like, if I have Jade Flask up, 11k evasion, 87 chance to evade with fucking Garf skin stacks too, like 80 chance to evade. Like I don't think I have to care about them. Like they're never gonna hit me. But if I was like a Slayer, I'd be scary. I think everyone's gonna do the destructive play. Everyone that's actually gonna fight bosses. When you don't enter roadmaps until day 7, you kind of have to get your bossing stuff. I'm gonna just tank beams real fast and just see if they one-shot me in base league. Bro, I'm over here. Okay, so the Chaos Proj didn't one-shot me. I don't know what the base type of that is though. Beams, go. Oh, that's nothing. What? I might have suppressed it. Okay, no, it's just nothing. Alright, so this is the zone where if I was gonna if I was gonna stop and farm prior to killing Solaris Lunaris, farming to like level 64, 65 or something. Which for me at this point is just base levels and atrophy, which is a lot of damage. Which zone do we do? This zone is definitely a candidate for what to farm. So I think everything here is only physical and chaos for the most part. And it's good density. There's those guys, but those don't get up by those. Yeah, I think this zone might be one of the zones you farm for XP in Act 8. If you want to farm for XP in Act 8. I feel like ever since I left like Chamber, the entire progression after that point, I felt very powerful the entire time. I hate the Transfigured gem rule, man. Hate it. Hate it. But there's so many builds that I didn't even like bother testing because they're just banned. Why do I hate it? Because it just bans everything. Like that rule bans like 90% of skills that are viable to clear this gauntlet. Skills that have never cleared gauntlet before in a lot of cases. It just obliterates diversity basically, which is the opposite of what bans are supposed to be anyways, right? Oh, I'm not touching Betrayal in campaign. Fuck that. I'm hoping the first Betrayal map that I run, I unveil all 3 hybrid Chaos Res crafts. Because the first map you run, you always get one Betrayal mission, you get one of all the missions instantly. Like, getting Chaos Res is actually like... I don't know how you do it. Like, I might have to like come back, like past Tolerance or something. Because normally you get Chaos Res by doing Betrayal, getting the crafts, and like that's how you do it. But like I'm not doing Betrayal in campaign, that's fucked. So I'm 62 with 3,500 life. Surely this is good enough for campaign Solaris and Lunaris. Dude, campaign is so fucked in this gauntlet. There's gonna be so many deaths. I hope one of them's not me. I hope literally everyone else dies in the campaign. Every single person at least once. I want to slash ladder and be the only one alive. 3,600 HP. I'm gonna stationary tank it and see what happens. Okay, I tried to and failed. That's not even that much damage. Even if it was double, that wouldn't be that much damage. Oh shit, these are easy. When you have 4k life. Yep, like if you're not staying in chamber to level 50, you're doing it wrong. Like 100%. But for now, I think Grace is still better. I think I'm not going to play Determined till maps, the more I think about it. It's like with the Granite Flask, we got like 4k armor, it's like fine for campaign. The things that are scary in the campaign is the physical is chaos, and the pin. With 4k armor, I'm not scared of anything in the campaign really. Except like big betrayal slams. And the moment I get to maps, the physical is chaos and the pin is gone. And then I'm more concerned about base attacks. And then we'll change from Grace to Determination and lose a bunch of evasion. We still have Jade Flask, so we'll still have a lot of evasion, but 12 hours to get to maps with everything. I mean, what are we right now? Like 6? 5.5? Probably like 8 hours maps at the current pace. Isn't even that slow. Yeah, my colors don't really work on armor evasion boots though for now. Fix that a little later. It's like if I want to have any chance of having Chaos Res, I need to like just go take Tolerance basically right now, I think. But that means I can't do like Determination stuff. So I really don't want to farm Merc Lab with Granite Flask is my only way to survive the slash. That sounds like it's kind of trolling. Non-transfigured to transfigured. 1 and 2, coin flip, withering, or fucking spore burst. Spit. I don't think they should like remove transfigured gems. If it somehow gets to the point where it's so bloated that multiples, like so many skills have so many transfigured gems that farming them sucks, they could just make lab more rewarding, like change how they're acquired. But even if something like isn't popular, it doesn't need to be deleted, you know? Maybe something could change about the game in the future that would make something that was previously bad now suddenly good. And the more I think about it, the more I'm probably just using purity of elements at the start of maps, which fucking sucks. But like, my gear is so trash right now. I have decent life on it, but like my res just isn't there. Like purity of elements, things like tolerance, be like 40 chaos res cap, and immune to ailments. Then whenever I get like a Torment belt, you can get a void shot cap and get better res. Yeah, TR champ's the thing. It's just about like what build you want to respec into. And if you're playing a duelist, there's better builds than TR for like a first character. You just play Bone Shatter, it's faster. Like if Penance Ram wasn't banned, I'd probably go for like a non-transcendence champ setup. Because it would be offensively powerful enough to risk it with the shitty like shitty defense. These golems kind of fuck. I don't think the number of people that can clear Gauntlet changed due to the skills getting banned. I don't even know if the chance of a clear changed. Honestly, the chance might be higher. Because we have to use shit skills, we have to farm characters that are just invulnerable to all damage, so the chance of clearing is higher. Whereas if you could use the better skills, you'd go in on lower defensive gear and just risk it, and just claim that you'll outplay it. I keep pivoting in my mind. Like, it just sounds so much fucking cleaner to just farm Carcass Div cards while farming Essence, Heist, and Delirium compared to farming like Magic on T4. It sounds so much cleaner. I don't know if I survived though in Carcass as Bark Skin without charms. That's not fulfilled because this Gauntlet is 100% clearable. It's just the path to clearing it is fucking despair. I don't think like that was 2 years ago. Was that like after like Sentinel Gauntlet? Was Damnation even in the game yet for that clip? Because like as soon as Damnation was put in the game, the idea of an unclearable Gauntlet is no longer a thing. Damnation removed that, I think. Like maybe, like, I guess Degens eventually would scale to a point where you couldn't clear it, but like Damnation means if you just farm a Transcendence Damnation character, you will not die to hits. Hits will not kill you. But Degens for sure can kill you. Man, Magic Finding just sounds worse and worse the more I think about it. Also, another big thing, like I don't need that many Divines. I'm pretty sure the raw Divines that I would get from the average amount of blueprints to get an EO Scepter is more Divines than I need for my entire run. Not even counting the sanctums that I have to run to get an EO Scepter or to get damnation, right? Like it's like all the currency for magic finding, like I just don't need. So, yeah, the more I think it, like this, like doing Carcass instead of Magic Find sounds so much cleaner. Because Magic Find breaks your entire atlas. You stop making progress on a lot of different things to Magic Find.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Maybe a Transfigured Toxic Rain? Another Exhuming, my third Exhuming.
Meow.
Garf. We gotta make Karn rich. Like Karn's not gonna boss on Slayer Bone Shatter unless there's like some incentive, you know? We gotta provide that incentive. We're basically paying for content.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Garf. But the reality, if bans weren't a thing, I'd go from playing one gem that was created this league for farming to playing a different gem that was created this league for bossing. But instead they're both banned. Instead I'm going to be playing basically Detonate Deb with the fucking skin transfer. Just a different cosmetic. What do you think we're going to see? Everyone that's playing fucking Duelist or Marauder is playing Bone Zone. The reality is, like when you ban the best skill, that doesn't remove the best skill. That just changes the best skill is. Like you can't ban away a meta. Well, that wasn't even used heavily for progression. It was used by a few people, but like there's no chance I would have considered it. Like last Gauntlet, if there weren't bans, nothing would have been different. Nothing about my plan would have changed if there weren't bans. No way we lose a fourth coin flip. No way we lose a fifth coin flip. Bro, what the fuck? Is it the wrong gem? A threat of me IDing boots? What? What the fuck? Why would that be? Who up? Okay, alright, we get it. Like the guy that posted it, right? Like it's kind of weird. But who upvoted it? I'm IDing boots. Stop. Stop. My sixth coin flip. Garf. 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 Die. Time 10 hours because of lab. Oh, fuck me up.